So who is your best teacher? I mean, when you think about it, I mean, currently, maybe don't say it out loud to anybody that you're near to right now, but just think about who your best teacher is. When I think of teachers, I always have some that are just like my best teachers. And then I have teachers that I think they were not my best teacher. And in fact, I don't even know how they ended up becoming a teacher. I'm pretty sure that they escaped some kind of institution and they ended up in the classroom in front of me. I had one teacher, for instance, that his entire MO, right, his entire way of operation was that he would speak and he would just say something and then go, and then he would say, and then he would say, like every other sentence. And we, unfortunately, terrible that we were as kids, we would actually count how many and ums he would say, right? And it would just frazzle him. We had teachers that would read their entire notes to us, the entire lecture. So they would just sit there and they would just read every single word. They would literally like put their finger on the sentence and follow the words as they're reading it to us. And I'd be thinking, is the teacher saying anything to us? Do they have anything to share? I had teachers that were frightened of all the students in the class, and had teachers who had literally had nothing to share whatsoever. But then I had amazing teachers as well. Teachers who just kind of came to life. Teachers who actually understood who I was, or teachers who remembered my name, or teachers who were invested and interested and were engaging and creative and came up with new ways to teach things all the time and were constantly pushing my mind to learn something new. Those teachers were just mind-boggling. I wanted to learn from them. I wanted to learn all of the subjects. In fact, if I could do more classes with them, I would have done that as well. Those were amazing teachers. Jesus was often called a rabbi. And a rabbi is just a great term for great teacher. Now, he didn't graduate from the particular university that they wanted him to graduate from. He just arrived out of nowhere from a town that they didn't even understand, and yet he arrived with this kind of deep understanding and this new method of teaching that they didn't quite grasp. His method really was that he would say, I have something greater to teach you always. Everything that you have, you will learn something new, and something new will teach you something greater about your life. There's this really fantastic story, again, in the Gospel of John. It's found in John chapter 9. And what happens is that the disciples have arrived with some other people to see the rabbi. And I'm just going to read the first few verses here to you so that you can kind of get the context of the story. As he passed by, this is Jesus, he saw a man blind from birth. And his disciples asked him, Rabbi, teacher, right? Who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Jesus answered, it was not that this man sinned or his parents, but the works of God might be displayed in him. We must work the works of him who sent me while it is day. Night is coming when no one can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of this world. And then what happens is the most amazing story. He heals this blind man, right? And as he heals this blind man, he says to the blind man, go away, go, tell no one, go away, it's going to be okay. The blind man goes away, the people can't believe it. There's a huge kerfuffle about this. But Jesus knows that in this moment, he's not only healing the blind man, but he's actually healing all of the people. He's actually helping all of them as a teacher to actually understand something deeper about who they are. There is more truth all the time. There are more questions all the time. A great teacher will teach you something that will make you ask more questions. And Jesus will always teach you something that will make you ask more questions. If you ever get to the point, right, where you're like, I know who God is, and I know everything there is in the Bible, and I know all the truth, well, you haven't discovered who God really is. You haven't really discovered all the potential of who Jesus the teacher is, the rabbi. Because he's just saying to you again, I want to teach you something more so that you will question more, so you will discover more, and you will constantly be looking for something greater inside there. There'll be something that will be like, there's got to be a new day and a new idea. And the more you discover about this, the more amazing it will be. Enjoy today, discover more about God, look after each other, and God bless.